Ladies and gentlemen, Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. For those who don't know me, my name is Sheila Kiganka. I am the CEC in charge of education, youth, culture, sports and tourism in Tharaka Nithi County. And I wish to take this humble opportunity to welcome you, Bwana CEO, to our beautiful county. First of all, let me say our guest of honors today, that Tharaka Nithi County has 21 functional vocational training centers, and we have 3 more that we are working on actually opening and equipping very soon. And above that, all our institutions have operational, they have proper infrastructure. We have managers who run those institutions, and also very uniquely selected BOMs. And as you can see, they are all well represented here before you. These guests that you can see seated here before you, they have been taking care of over 1,000 trainees at different levels of their education or vocational training. And they play a very critical role on matters of nurturing the young people of not only Tharaka Nithi County, but also within Kenya, because we have trainees that come to our county to take their courses from outside of Tharaka Nithi County. And let me say, so far so good. We have been doing very well in terms of improving our vocational training as a whole. And we have done so many rehabilitation projects to improve our infrastructure. We have done rebranding, and you have been introduced to some of our quality assurance officers, both at the vocational training level and the early childhood education level. Their work is mainly to ensure that, especially in our vocational training centers, the kind of courses that we are offering are moving hand in hand with the demands in the market face, or in the demand in the employment sector. That is the main role of our quality assurance officers. And let me say that we have continued to produce proper or market-ready trainees who have been able to serve the needs of our communities. Some of our institutions actually offer IT courses, and that shows you that we are even trying to move with the global trends of introducing digital learning into our institutions. We have a way to go, but we are still putting in all the required efforts to make sure that we get to a point where, if need be, we can have full-on digital learning in our institutions. I want to say that the county government of Tharaka Nithi, led by our governor, His Excellency Muthomi Njoki, has really put a lot of effort into improving education in our county as a whole. And as you can see, our main role or our main purpose of being here today is to very critically involve young people in the conversations of matters of water conservation, environmental conservation, and so many other things that young people need to now come on board. In a few years from now, some of the people that have been holding or taking these initiatives will no longer be here with us. And it is for me, therefore, to call upon young people to get on board on this conversation. Matters of environmental conservation. We cannot overemphasize the importance of greening our communities. We all know the importance. From a very early age, it is taught in our schools, umuhimu wa miti na mazingira, na kulinda mazingira. Our guest of honors, on the 17th of May this year, the county government of Tharaka Nithi signed an MOU with the National Museums of Kenya that focused mainly on the improvement and expansion of the natural products industry, or what we call herbalists, or in other words, traditional medicine. And we invited various practitioners of traditional medicine from our county to come into that forum, and we had a very good conversation on how both the county government and the national government can work towards fast-tracking the validation of products and medications made within our communities by our own people using our own natural resources, and in this case, medicinal trees. While in this forum, we came to understand that there are lots of trees that we plant just for ornamental purposes that can cure a lot of illnesses. One of the practitioners there was telling us the rosemary can be used to cure headaches and even to cure eyesight problems. He was telling us that there is no need to wear spectacles if you can take the rosemary plant. We learned a lot. And indeed, we are taking a lot for granted. But if we bring all stakeholders on board, we will realize we have a lot of solutions just within our own communities. And for sure, that's why, based on that effort alone, we are trying as a community to see if we can even be able to get a natural cure for COVID-19. And I think it is possible. So, our guest of honors today, I cannot emphasize on how grateful we are, especially to NetFund, for these efforts that you have made. And once again, I want to reassure you, when you come during the planting season in October, you will find that we have doubled the efforts that you have made this far. Mine is just a prayer that we also do the same to all the other institutions as well, because we need an increased forest coverage in our county. Tharaka Nithi County, I learned today that Tharaka Nithi County has a forest coverage of 19.4%. And most of it, 90% of it, is because of the Mount Kenya forest. We already know the demographics and the terrain of our county and how it looks like in terms of climate, especially on the lower parts. We need to increase the capacity of our people to understand the importance of environmental conservation, mostly to our people who are pastoralists by nature. Mine is just to say that I am grateful also for the support that we have received from our managers. We have seen a lot of effort, especially in creating tree nurseries in our schools. Mine is just to request those that have not done that to come on board, and this is just the start. This is just the start, and remember, just like the Bible says in the parable of the talents, that those who are given more, more is expected of them. So those who are going to be given these seedlings today, we expect by October to have doubled those efforts. And once again, this is just one of the initiatives that we are going to continue to do to support you to have alternative sources of income to run the institutions. Otherwise, with those few remarks, thank you so much for availing yourself on such short notice, and thank you also for your patience. Na asanteni nyote kwa kukuja. God bless you all.